Hi Econ students, Aaron here, and in this short video I'm going to explain how to submit a discussion posting. So here we are looking at the table of contents in one of the week's folders. Everything is going to be clearly labeled, so as you scroll through here we have videos, we have, you're going to be putting together supply demand curves. As you click down you see, oh, there it is, discussion. So it is clearly marked. You can click into it or you can scroll through. Discussion, trends and challenges for work in the 21st century. As you can see here, it'll say please click the launch link. That will open up the discussion posting. Again, as I always recommend, thoroughly read the question here, create a thoughtful, detailed response answering what the discussion posting is looking for. Be sure to download a discussion board posting grading rubric to see exactly how you're going to be scored as you respond to these questions. But let's go ahead and begin. So I click to launch. Already I can see several students here have already answered the discussion posting, which is great. I can read through some of the students' responses to get some ideas, but I'd probably craft the answer to the discussion post before reading any other students. And so I've thought about it, I've researched, I've clicked the link, I've studied, I've checked the course textbook, I've gone back and forth. I've decided to open up Microsoft Word, and I'm going to craft my discussion response. Again, I probably want to do it directly in Blackboard. If you spend a lot of time, you always run the odds that Blackboard might time out, in which case you're going to lose all the content that you've written. So I would use Microsoft Word, Notepad, any text editor to create your discussion response first. Do Control C, which is going to copy the content. Now that I'm ready to answer the question, I click on Create Thread. I add a subject line. As you can see, anything with an asterisk like this is required. Control V copies in my response. I'm good to go. I'm happy with my response. I think I've fairly answered the questions well here. With detail, meeting the minimum of 4 paragraphs. Obviously, my response is quite limited. I'm going to want to add a lot more thought and content to it. But once I'm ready to go, I copy and paste it into it, and I click on Submit. As now, Blackboard's going to tell you if you have, for example, forgotten a subject, which in this case I have. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to create a thoughtful subject. My discussion response. Obviously, you'll want to put in a little more thought than what this is. You're going to want to have your subject relate to the discussion itself. But now that you're ready, you can go ahead and click Submit. I scroll through. Here's my very thoughtful response. I would always go ahead and click back into it. Just make sure that it has posted your response. And then I would also, finally, I'd come back through, I'd reread the question, making sure some of these discussion threads are going to ask you to respond to 1 or 2 students. If that's the case, I would go ahead and read through several of the students' responses. And once you've read through several student responses, I'd go ahead and pick 2 or 3 that you really want to interact with. Whether you like a viewpoint, maybe you disagree with one of their viewpoints, or you have a new spin or a new angle on their thoughtful discussion. But I'd say keep it interesting. So in clicking through, let's say we click into Job Demands of the Future. We want to read what Kathy has written here. So we can click into that, wait for Blackboard to load. And I can see she has some very thoughtful, interesting points here. Madeline here has already commented. Maybe I want to comment on this student as well. In order to do that, I can click on Reply here. You can see it'll say RE, Job Demands of the Future. Again, I would type my response, most likely in Microsoft Word again, copy and paste it into it, and then I click Submit. Well, this is Aaron showing you how to work discussion boards. If you have any questions, feel free to call, email, or Skype with me. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.